original power wire that comes out of the bottom of your tank. You're going to reuse this, by the way. If you wanted to, you could reuse this, or you can just wire it directly. Since the battery is going to be inside the tank instead of right here at the bottom, and it's going to be a good sized battery, it's not going to be a small battery. So this is not needed anymore. It's actually a spot where water can get in. So I'm going to JB weld this hatch closed. And then when I open up the tank, next time I get a chance, I'm going to remove part of the battery plastic that covers the battery, so it is open, and so the battery just slides in there and you wire it in, and there's more room for the turret to work, and there's less plastic in the way for it to get bound up on. So use this, and you fill in the cracks the best you can and let it dry, and then you come back later and put the battery mod in. Upside down and carefully fill in the gaps with JB Weld, meaning the screw, the door. And once this is done, I usually don't worry much about water getting in there because it's sealed up with JB Weld on the original hatch. Here on the bottom of the tank, that was about the weakest spot you can get, because water would be able to get up inside there sometimes, especially if you have a battery that's oversized. It would cause the hatch to stick out, flex a little bit too much. Now once it's JB welded, it won't flex at all and water won't get in. There you go. Now it's gonna let that dry. Now you got the tank open, this is what the inside of a Sherman looks like. This is how the engines are set up. And if you were to remove the front piece right here, these two little screws, make sure you remove them or you will break that piece that's very thin. So this is the battery compartment piece that we're going to open up by removing the top of it, which then will let you squeeze in a bigger battery, and the battery will sit lower inside there. So what we need to do is we're going to carefully peel this up right here so you can see the whole thing. See how long that battery case is? It goes all the way to about here. So if you open that up, you're going to be able to fit a decent battery in there. So, and if you want to disable your smoke generator for some reason, the wire is really easy to unplug. And you just follow these wires right here, and you can see where it goes to the blue right here. And so you pull the blue up like that. And you can, then you take this other one. I like to disable the smoke generators a lot of times on some of these tanks because it uses the battery up a lot faster if you have them on. So you just unplug them like that and stick them off in the corner. So with that disconnected, you can see the whole battery compartment. We're going to open that up right there. Now at the bottom of the tank is JB welded closed. Doesn't need the, when you worry about it, you just need to kind of peel back some of that, remove some of that plastic there and open up the box from the top, and then you have room for a big battery. There you go. I opened up the battery area. Now we have a full-size car battery in there. Same one I use in my Tiger and all my other things. Here's your power charger. You run it out the driver's hatch like this, and then you can just wind it up and when you're not using it and stick it in there. And the switch for the power on the Sherman's in the same spot actually. There's a switch in there for the on and off on your power for that Sherman. Now this has got the huge car battery in it, and it's easily set up for recharge right there. No small battery anymore. You got a full size RC car battery in this bad boy now. So we're gonna go ahead and that's how you do it. Super easy project.